Hey everyone, finished watching the next VR Troopers episode, Kaitlin Through the Looking Glass. Troopers are at the newspaper when suddenly there's an earthquake. It was caused by Stingbot, Grimlord's latest monster, burrowing under the newspaper building. Huh, that's a funny idea. General Ivar, meanwhile, has a virtual mirror replicator ready to use. The troopers call Professor Hart and he locates Stingbot. Ryan goes down to stop Stingbot, and some janitors calmly walk upstairs. One of them puts something in Caitlin's purse. Ryan battles Stingbot while JB and Kaitlin battle the janitors, who turn out to be Skugs in disguise. The Stingbot disappears and JB and Kaitlin defeat the Skugs. Kaitlin pulls out what she thinks is her mirror from her purse and General Ivar shoots her with the virtual mirror replicator. Kaitlin stares in shock as her reflection smirks at her. General Ivar creates a replicant of Kaitlin and teleports it to Grimlord. He orders it to shoot the troopers with a device that will stun and change them. That doesn't really go anywhere. The replicant picks a fight with Ryan and transforms. She knocks him over and knocks him out and steals his communicator. Later, Kaitlin gets a call from JB. Mutants are invading reality. Percy sees Kaitlin enter the dark room of the newspaper, but then he sees Kaitlin again come through the front door. He knows something weird is going on and questions who he thinks is Kaitlin. She walks past, ignoring him. Ryan wakes up and contacts Professor Hart. Hart fills him in on the replicant. Ryan rushes to the lab and finds the replicant inside, trying to self-destruct the lab. Ryan asks Hart to show JB and Kaitlin in battle to her. The replicant shares Caitlin's sense of duty and goes to join her and JB. The replicant explains to JB and Kaitlin that she's too much like Kaitlin to serve Grimlord. After Ryan stops the lab from self-destructing, he goes to help the others. JB destroys Stingbot. Meanwhile, Grimlord is really mad and vows revenge against the replicant for betraying him. At the lab, Hart warns that if Kaitlin and her double aren't rejoined, they could both cease to exist. So this is a fun episode. It's different from the norm, and that's welcome. Caitlin's replicant is a very unique character for the show. I like her. I kind of wish she could have stayed evil for a few more episodes. Her story feels really rushed. She's evil, and then very quickly she's convinced to become good. It works well enough, but I think they could have easily expanded on this story. There's some cool effects in the Spielbahn footage I like. Stingbot uses these little metal bugs to sting the troopers. That's a cool thing. The communicator devices the troopers use finally get a name here, VRVT. The first time since their introduction to get named. It stands for Virtual Reality Video Transmitter. I forgot about that because these don't usually get named at all. During the earthquake scene, there's a unintentionally funny bit. There's a goofy part, during the earthquake, there's tense music playing, and then there's a goofy moment where Percy goes over, grabs a blender, then the top shakes off and the stuff splashes all over him, and we hear the goofy Percy did something silly music. But then that plays right into the tense music. So Percy's standing there with the thing all over his face looking dumb, and then the tense music comes back. That was weird. I don't know what happened there with the music. Weird choice, but yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya. Hey everyone, finished watching the next VR Troopers episode, Kaitlin Through the Looking Glass Part 2. So Kaitlin and Double are already beginning to disappear. Grimlord is making a new plan. It's pretty techno-babbly, but the short of it is, special compact mirrors will create an army of doubles for Grimlord. Skugs are creating compact mirrors in a secret factory underground. Despara is sent to make sure they're distributed across the city. At Hart's lab, JB has finished a device to rejoin Kaitlin and her double, but it fails. Professor Hart tells them they need a special mirror crystal. Ryan takes the Kaitlins to Tau Dojo to see if Tau has the crystal. The double says she saw what the crystal looked like when she was in Grimlord's base before. They check out Tau's secret room, and suddenly the double turns on them. She shoots them with a stun ray and teleports away. JB, meanwhile, detects a mysterious signal and goes to check it out. He finds Despara's truck of compact mirrors. He's attacked by some Ultra Skugs. Despara summons a monster, Serpatoid, to battle him next. JB tries to contact the others, and Hart tells them that they're unconscious. Hart sends Jeb to revive Ryan and Kaitlin. Caitlin's double returns to Grimlord and tells him what's going on. Ryan and Kaitlin transform and join JB after Jeb wakes them up. Ryan uses the drill tank to destroy the Skugs factory. Back at Grimlord's base, Caitlin's double steals Doommaster's gun and swipes the mirror crystal. She returns to the troopers with the crystal, apologizing for what she had to do. General Ivar attacks, and Ryan pilots Troopertron while JB and Caitlin's double destroy Serpatoid. Serpetoid does a little weird Shay pose when he's destroyed. Huh. At Hart's lab, Kaitlin rejoins with her double. Jeb bumps into the compact mirror and knocks it off the table, and it splits in two. This accident somehow gives Kaitlin the ability to split into two troopers when transformed. This is a fun little episode with some clever twists. One hanging plot thread left completely unresolved is the compact mirror's already out. JB defeats the Scugs, but the truck is still there. I don't know, maybe they're harmless if Grimlord doesn't have the mirror crystal? Why does Grimlord make just compact mirrors? Are they the only thing that the replicator, transmitter, whatever, can work through? Is that why he targets specifically Kaitlin and no one else in the previous episode? I did wonder, why does he only target Kaitlin? So I guess this is kind of an explanation for that? I like that it's kept ambiguous for a while whose side Caitlin's double is really on. I think they probably could have dragged this out a few more episodes, but this works. I really like this. It looks like she's turned evil, but double twist, she's actually still a good guy. Jeb breaking the mirror is really awkward. I think it should have been broken either before or during the Caitlin's rejoining. Because he does it like a while after they're already back together, and it seems like this is a complete non-issue. I don't know why there's any kind of connection to the mirror at all. If it broke into 4, would that mean Kaitlin could then transform into 4 troopers? See, not much to say about this one. It's a decent conclusion to the story, as well as a well-done 2-parter. And, nothing else to add, really, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.